Queen Elizabeth's press secretary tells Prince Harry to stop being the victim, in brutally honest doc. Prince Harry needs to quit playing the victim card and get his ST together if he ever wants to reconcile with the royal family. So says the late Queen Elizabeth II's longtime former press secretary in scathing commentary that is highlighted in a brand new Channel 5 documentary covering the prince's awful year. The UK-based TV network premiered its new doc, appropriately titled Prince Harry, My Terrible Year, this past weekend. And while Meghan Markle's husband has had a so-called annus horribilis, as the Queen herself might have said, more on that below, it's all his fault. That's what Ailsa Anderson claims, at least. Ailsa was Queen Elizabeth's press secretary for 12 years, so she knows a thing or two about how the royal family works, and how it plays out in the media. And in the Channel 5 doc, she read Harry the Riot Act. She said on cam that the prince needs to quit complaining about how awful his life is, and drop all the woe is me antics. Yowza. Calling the Duke of Sussex too impulsive to navigate the difficult and fickle world of life in the public eye, Anderson said. Stop being the victim and start being the hero of the piece, start writing your own script. I think people are just getting a little bit tired of how Prince Harry thinks the world is against him and how awful his life is. Ouch. And Ailsa, who worked for the Queen from 2001 through 2013, added this about the difficult position the spare author now finds himself in with no close allies in the royal family. I think trust is paramount in every walk of life. If you can't trust your family, who can you trust? In the doc, Anderson also claimed King Charles and Prince William are worried that should Harry actually fly back to the flock at Buckingham Palace, private information would be leaked. Well, that's not great. That isn't to say Anderson only ripped Harry in the doc, though. She did acknowledge that the Invictus Games founder was a very warm, engaging and kind person, but that he'd lost his way recently. The Queen's former media expert isn't the only person slamming Harry in the doc. Psychotherapist Emma Reed Torrell was also interviewed, and she claimed, ego is at the center of the rift for Harry on one side and Charles and Will's on the other. Reconciliation is absolutely possible with moments of accountability and responsibility on both sides. Stick a pin in your ego for a moment and focus not on being right, but being in a relationship. There needs to be forgiveness on both sides. BTW, Harry's so-called annus horribilis in the doc is a direct reference to that same phrase the Queen infamously used in a 1992 speech to describe the worst year of her life. That year, then Prince Charles and Princess Diana separated, as did Prince Andrew and his wife, Sarah Ferguson. Plus, Princess Anne divorced her husband that year, too, and a fire gutted the inside of the Windsor Castle, as well. So, yeah, 1992 was an annus horribilis for the royal family, indeed. And now, Harry would seem to be having one of his own. The one Meghan-related ultimatum Charles gave Harry before agreeing to reconcile, this is about father and son. I mean, it makes sense. King Charles and Prince Harry are allegedly on the road to reconciliation. After senior aides for both met recently, it was reported that this was the first step and that lines of communication between the two were now open. But there have been questions about what kind of allowances Prince Harry would have to make to be welcomed back into the British royal family. Now reports indicate there's one particular thing that came up. Closer revealed that Prince Harry is determined to meet his father, King Charles, next month. But there are conditions. Prince Harry is also set to return to the UK in September for the Well Child Awards, and while he failed to secure a private audience with King Charles during his last visit, he's determined not to miss the opportunity this year. The report indicates the king is willing to talk, but he would rather it be a one-on-one meeting, adding that Meghan is simply not welcome. Indeed, this is about father and son, not about the Sussex brand, an insider told the publication. However, this doesn't seem to include William. Former BBC royal correspondent Michael Cole told Times Radio he believes William is too hurt to consider reconciliation, at least at this point. According to the Daily Express US, the expert said, I don't believe Prince William is ready to speak to his brother, the hurt is too deep, it is too real, it is too raw. And in a new wrinkle, according to Cole, Harry has done something which William will find extremely hard to forgive. Men don't like their significant other being insulted. That's right, according to the expert, at the root of William's issues with Harry is not just the fact that he has given many interviews that someone like William might consider too revealing, but also that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have said unkind, cruel, unrealistic, and untrue things about the Princess of Wales, Kate. Closer also revealed that Harry desperately wants his brother's involvement, or at least his blessing, and he wants to be able to return to his homeland without fearing tension or drama, as he strongly feels it's what their mother would have wanted. But William is hesitant. He doesn't want Meghan anywhere near a project about Diana. For him, it should only be about the brothers. William's still hurt by the public attacks and sees no reason to patch things up on Harry's timetable. This all comes recent reports indicated that both William and Harry would attend Peter Philip's wedding, but would not interact. A source from the palace exclusively told Rob Shooter's #ShooterScoop that the family dispute is still active and raw. And that there are rules for the two attending. They made it clear. No photos, no interactions, and absolutely no sitting next to one another, the source added. This makes sense considering other recent reports from the Daily Beast that, according to a friend of William, he absolutely hates his brother. That same source also told the outlet that William will never, ever forgive Harry for what he has done. Charles is the king, he can do what he likes. But make no mistake, William believes with every fiber of his being that giving Harry and Meghan back any royal imprimatur is a huge mistake. Prince Harry and King Charles might be on the road to reconciliation, but it looks like Harry's chances of patching things over with his brother are slim to none at this point. Meghan Markle accidentally reveals too much about Prince Harry. Fans are looking at Prince Harry differently. Meghan Markle recently shared an unexpected tidbit about Prince Harry that might just change how you see the royal family's most laid-back member. The Duchess of Sussex dropped a bombshell while filming season 2 of her Netflix series With Love, Meghan, and it involves her husband's rather particular food preferences. On August 12, the 44-year-old royal released the first official trailer for the upcoming season, giving fans a sneak peek into her kitchen adventures with surprise guests, including renowned chef Jose Andres. "You know who doesn't like lobster? My husband," Meghan casually revealed about Prince Harry, 40, while cooking alongside the celebrity chef. Andres' response was accurate, "And you married him anyway?" he questioned, prompting Meghan to burst into laughter. The moment has social media buzzing with one burning question: who doesn't love lobster? Comment sections across social media platforms are filled with fans expressing their shock at Harry's seafood stance. Some are joking about it being grounds for divorce, while others are defending his right to dislike the fancy crustacean. This food confession isn't Meghan's first time spilling about her family's eating habits. The Duchess has been candid about what actually happens in their kitchen at home. Speaking with People, she opened up about what her husband and kids will eat. "My husband and Archie both love fried eggs," she said. "There's a lot of bacon around here. And then sometimes you don't have time for all that, and you just put a frozen waffle in the toaster and call it a day. And there's no shame in that either." The new trailer revealed that season 2 will premiere on Tuesday, August 26, promising even more entertaining moments and celebrity appearances. The second season of With Love, Meghan will feature an impressive lineup including Chrissy Teigen, Tan France, David Chang, Samin Nosrat, Christina Tosi, Claire Smith, Jay Shetty and Roddy Devlukia. The lobster revelation comes at an exciting time for the couple's media ventures. The new trailer dropped just after Meghan and Harry's partnership with Netflix was extended into a multi-year, first-look deal, signaling more content to come. "We're proud to extend our partnership with Netflix and expand our work together to include the As Ever brand," Meghan said in a statement. "My husband and I feel inspired by our partners who work closely with us and our Archwell Productions team to create thoughtful content across genres that resonates globally and celebrates our shared vision.